Cool. Thank you.
Good. It should look well, you know. Like you said, I'm coming over on the Swedish, track cycling to distance track running team. I go, really well. So you don't look ill to me. You look biological readout is like ready for toy on. Even if you're not, but yeah. So that's an important thing. Someone's face. That's a good reader of where you're at.
More questions.
People like looking at my face go, wow, got thrashed. Translator.
Woo! Yeah. Awesome start. You got to start somewhere.
And then he just eat some more fruit with me because that was not enough for me. I keep eating. But then he's breaking all his power into it. He has no energy. And then we went to just a normal vegan little restaurant. He had some rice and big meat and some other stuff. And he was like, all my power is gone.
Yeah, so would mine. If I only ate four little pineapples.
4 pineapples.
It's about like 100 calories maybe. It's probably still running into the old stuff, the stagnant matter still in the colon, and then it's kind of mixing together, and it's like a science experiment going on down there, and then that can cause bloating or a lack of water as well. Hinders digestion.
The fruit fibre is like a broom. Any meats or dead animals in the colon, the fruit is just pushing that out. So over time, that just stomach's flatten right off.
That's pretty normal for day 2.
Yeah.
But you got to keep the carbs up. Just
eat rice.
Yeah, just have rice.
Noodles.
Yeah.
They eat so much noodles that come out of your ears. Just smash
lunch.
it in and then train hard. What sports are you doing?
He's doing like judo and
Yeah.
martial arts.
That's good. Doing any running or?
More like weights.
Yeah.
A little bit of cardio.
Yeah. Do more cardio, get more power up.
Yeah, just have some fruit in the morning and then smashing the rice and the noodles for lunch and dinner.
Yeah. How much is he bench pressing? 180 kilos. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
180 kilo. Or 180 pounds.
I bench pressed 61 kilos once. 1 rep.
180 kilo bench press. Wow. That's good.
That's about right. If I can do like 1 rep of 60.
Nice. So this guy needs a lot of calories then. If your cell structure can push 180 kilo bench press, that's some cellular density right there. So there's a lot of calories, 5,000 a day at least.
I'll be starving after those mini pineapples. I need about 20 of those.
4 pineapples is like it's like not even half a bench press maybe. You can't really, unless you're like experienced fruit eater. Because not many people can stomach 30 bananas in a meal. But almost any male fitness person can stomach 3,000 calories of pizza or hamburgers because it's calorically so dense.
You've got to remember there's going to be a transition period where it's going to feel weird, you're going to get bloating, gas, when everything's mixing together until it's all pushed out, and then it's going to get way easier. But to get through that stage, you need to have enough carbs coming in. So rice, noodles, yeah.
Rice. Yeah, rice equals power.
The traditional food, yeah.
Rice is power, man. Every human. It's bananas or it's rice or corn. Just a carbohydrate staple. Cranking.
Especially in Japan, where he's from.
Yeah.
Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great
Hanjin.
for rice.
Good.
Hey, a sec.
So that's the secret of the. If your boyfriend or someone is an athlete and they're trying to get on a fruit diet and they eat like 100 calories of fruit, they're obviously not going to be very satisfied. So if you're trying to feed someone, you've got to make sure they're getting a lot of calories. A lot of calories. Otherwise, they just get hungry and go, all right, this is working for a day.
Yeah, and then people say, the vegan diet was too depriving. I was too deprived on it. Got too weak. And then
Fruit
never
diet
see him again.
is most sustainable for probably 40 kilo teenage girls. They do the best on the fruit diet long term because it's so easy for them because they don't need many calories and they're just like. So that's why they find it the easiest. Otherwise, for everyone else, it requires a lot of work if you can do it. But it's good.
You suggest training after massage?
Training after massage, for sure, or having massage after training. What I like to do is go training, then come home, have a bit of a meal, and then go relax and massage, and come back have a bigger meal.
Yeah. Yesterday I got a massage and I started running and I feel like I'm going too fast.
Then just go faster. Yeah.
Too fast.
Going too fast, you're like kicking up chunks of tarmac from your feet. You're going that quick.
Hardcore.
That's a good, man. That's a good feeling if I'm going too fast. But after a mile, that'll catch up with you, and you'll just naturally slow down. So good. Who enjoys a Thai massage here? It's pretty good. Pretty good. So, yeah. It's good idea to binge massage binge. Catch up. Have so many massages, you're sick of them. Yeah.
I watched one of your videos, and I think you said you can't really get a good body on just yoga. And I think Freelee did like that Ashtanga yoga for a while. That's what I'm doing now. And I do find it quite intense, but really not think you can get a good body on just Ashtanga yoga.
What's the definition of a good body? That's open to interpretation.
Like Freelee's body.
No.
That's sweet.
So this is more of a cycling, running, because if you go to the yoga competitions, like you go on YouTube, yoga world championships, it's about the asanas, and you can be all different body composition. You can be quite a hefty sort of person and put your leg foot behind your head and twiddle your toes and stuff. But if you want to be a distance runner or a distance cyclist, you're naturally just going to slim up. If you're a 1,500 metre runner, if you're a 5,000 metre runner at the Olympics, you look like Freelee, 100%. Maybe even a bit leaner. But you can do yoga till the chooks come home.
But I mean, just cross train. Ride your bike and do yoga as well. Like, complements each other really well.
I find after a run, like, I have like kind of sore legs, like pulling kind of tired all day. Whereas,
From running.
Yoga,
Yep.
yoga, I feel like I can feel more.
Because yoga doesn't do nothing compared to running or cycling hard. I mean, I can do yoga.
Yoga has its place.
Yeah, like, what limits me in yoga is my hamstring flexibility, not my cardio. I'm not tested ever with cardio of yoga. It comes down to balance point and flexibility. So if your fitness routine is based on balance point or flexibility, you'll never really get far. But with cycling, you got your balance point, everyone can ride a bike. You're going up a hill, that's just pure cardio. So you're just working that lymphatic system just crazy. Because there's no skill to ride up a hill. The balance point, everyone can ride up a hill with slow speed, but it's 100% cardio. Or 99% cardio, 1% balance point skill. Yoga is like 99% flexibility and balance point. It's maybe 1% cardio. That's why
Not much cardio going on there.
yeah, so it's not strength.
I think it's good for strength and flexibility.
It's not even strength, because I know guys.
It's body weight.
Who is better, your boyfriend or you at yoga? Oh, sorry. Your friend or yourself? Yeah.
Better.
Better. Who's better?
Like, who's more flexible, or?
I do more yoga, so maybe.
Yoga's not.
But who's got more
competitive.
strength? I thought yoga's strength.
It can increase your. It does increase your strength, but it's not.
You know what I'm trying to say is
Weights.
that body powerlifters don't do yoga to increase their strength, ever. They might heal from an injury. But imagine if the Olympic powerlifting coach said, "Right, guys, gym's closed. We're going to yoga for the next 6 months. We're going to get strong." The guys would be like, "Coach, are you drunk? You want to get
This is
strong?
for
You got to lift
girls,
heavy
for
weights."
females. We don't want to get all. We're not about like lifting heavy weights
Women can't lift heavy weights anyway.
or powerlifting.
Relative
Heavy
to
weights
men.
are good, but if you want strength improvement with yoga, I think you're going to get a little bit, so it's not bad.
This is
Flexibility.
yeah. But do what you want. Do it for 5 years, and then do running, weights, and cycling for 5 years, and compare results, and then you'll know what works for you.
Definitely get a bike.
But Freelee hasn't done yoga consistently for maybe, I don't know, 8 years. She's been to the gym maybe a handful of times in 8 years. Cycling. It's the cycling physique. Cycling carbs. But yoga's good. But if you do 5 hours of yoga a week, when you could be doing 5 hours of riding, you're ripping yourself off if your goal is like more aesthetics. For sure. If in doubt, just go watch on YouTube. You know, women's Olympic gold medal road race, Lizzie Armstead from England, or you know, one of those Russian track runners, 1,500 meters. Watch them, and then versus the yoga champions, who can be, you know, you got 80-kilo women overweight, out of shape, which is fine, but they're yoga masters. So you can be total yoga domination and be out of shape. You cannot be a cyclist or a runner in peak form out of shape. It just can't happen. Yeah. But yoga's good. I do yoga every night when I'm stretching. But yoga's, you know, yoga's yoga.
I think it complements a cardio program. I think it's good, personally.
But Freelee's all about aesthetics.
I'm not all about aesthetics. There's more to me than that.
How many yoga classes?
I mean, like, everybody wants to look their best.
That's right. But I'm just picking on you right now. But so, how many yoga classes have you done in the last 8 years?
Yoga classes, I don't know, a handful. But that doesn't mean
No, 8 years, honestly.
A handful.
A handful?
Mm-hmm.
Which when?
5 times or something over 8 years.
No, less than that.
Actually,
What voice over here?
tantric yoga and tantric yoga.
That's not yoga.
That was yoga.
That's sitting in some room listening to some fat guy talk about tantric sex or something.
No. I actually did yoga classes for weeks. So
When was that? 2009.
talk to the hand.
Okay, so 6 years ago is your last yoga class.
6 years ago.
6 years, yeah.
2010.
2009.
10.
Copenhagen.
But anyway, I've done a handful of times. Get to the point.
So Freelee hasn't done a yoga class for 6 years. That's what I'm trying to say. When's the last time you rode your bike? 15 minutes ago.
But I really, it complements. It would be good for me if I did 3-4 sessions a week.
How would it change you?
It would definitely be good, just flexibility-wise, because I'm much tighter in the hamstrings than I was because I've been
agree.
riding
Me too.
every single day and not stretching. So it definitely complements.
It makes you more flexible. If you want perfect flexibility, yoga for sure. If you want a lean, fit-looking body,
And if you want a little
cycling,
bit more
running.
strength, you can do yoga too. It's like if you do
Strength.
If you hold yourself, you do like a core exercise where you're parallel to the ground, and at first you can only hold yourself 10 seconds, and then you get to like 2 minutes. That's obviously strength building, isn't it? You've improved your
Yeah,
strength.
but like you're increasing like mouse
But
levels of
it
strength.
does mean you're getting stronger.
Yeah, but like
And,
not
you know,
not
if
full
you-
gains.
Yeah, but not everyone wants full gains. Like, not everyone wants to get huge and...
This debate's going to go on for a long time.
Yeah.
We'll go next question.
Have either one of you done Bikram?
I've done Bikram yoga. Have you done Bikram?
I think I've done one class.
No.
No.
You think you have or you haven't?
It might have been about 7 years ago.
Okay, so you haven't done Bikram yoga. I've done Bikram yoga, 2004, my first Bikram yoga class. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. Dehydration nation. So toxic. It's just stuffy air, everyone's farts, detox and perfume. And it's a bit of a competition of who can just not break the asana flow and not drink water. And
You cannot fart.
I was just looking around thinking everyone here is just red faced, just toasted. So I'm not a fan of Bikram yoga. I'm a fan of yoga, but the Bikram guy who started Bikram yoga, sleaze bag, raping students and just total fucking piece of shit. So
What's his name? Charlie.
such and such Bikram. So I think yoga's great, but Bikram I'd say stay away from. Go out in fresh air
Oh, you
and
could just
sweat.
do it here and sweat anyway.
Yeah, do yoga in the sun here.
You have a question?
I've seen Bikram yoga burn too many people
He's
out.
not done yet. No. YouTube University.
Should you go to university to become a nutritionist to help promote vegan lifestyle? I would say no. I would say just get on YouTube. If you do 5 years of... how many hours a week would university be? Maybe 20 hours a week? how many? 30?
40.
40 hours a week
Isn't it
university?
necessary?
Imagine if you put 40 hours a week onto social media. Fuck. We don't even do that much. We do, but we don't. We just fuck around a lot. But if you did 40 hours of university level concentration on social media, uploading content, doing blogs, doing Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, whatever, can you imagine? 40 hours a week.
At the end of the day, people really don't care about it if you've got a degree in nutrition.
Don't give a fuck. So
It's how you look, really.
It's how you look. Unfortunately.
It comes down to that.
And then, so what you could do is 20 hours a week training, and then 20 hours a week social media instead of going to uni. And then after 5 years, I think you're going to be a lot different level than if you studied at university. And just 5 years of talking to your professor goes, oh, well, yeah, but like, you know, what about your complete proteins? And, you know, like, I'm not sure about cows. Like, just all that fucking bullshit.
It's going to be frustrating for you.
Chances are you're going to get a professor who's just totally unconscious, non-supportive. Well, you know, maybe, like, fuck that.
But I mean, if you're passionate about it, we need more people in the mainstream system. You know, if you're passionate about it, you really want to do it.
But that's your question. That's my answer. Freelee, what would your answer be? Should you go back to university, quit YouTube, go back to uni?
No, I suggest you don't, but if you're really passionate about it and you just want to do it, then we need more people, more nutritionists who are vegans in the movement. It's valuable, definitely.
The reality is you'll make far more of a positive impact on social media. You'll reach far more people on social media, and you'll make far much more money on social media. If you, over the next 5 years, you did social media plus training versus university, in my opinion. Do you think you could make $300,000 a year as a nutritionist?
To the celebrities, maybe, to the stars.
Yeah. On YouTube, you definitely can. As a female. How old are you? How old? 19. 19-year-old female.
You're a young'un.
100% can make that sort of money with time and hard work. 100%. You've got to work for it, though. YouTube's going nuts at the moment.
Griselda.
Everyone's different. So the question is, if you're working 40 hours a week now, would you recommend quitting that and starting YouTube?
Don't quit, just start YouTube. You know, everyone's got like 3 minutes a day to upload a video.
Yeah, you don't need to quit work to start YouTube.
Just start YouTube. What's that? Can you what?
Can you upload the video?
You film it, you
Look how
upload
fast
it.
your internet is.
You could do it all within 10. Everyone's got 10 minutes.
But it all comes down to your Wi-Fi connection, how fast it is.
Or you can make a 30-second video. I don't know if you've heard of Anisian. Have you heard of Anisian on YouTube? He was working like 60 to 80 hours a week or something when he started YouTube. And he just did daily uploads, and he's been doing daily uploads for, I think, maybe nearly 10 years. And he didn't use it as an excuse. He just kept working like 60 to 80 hours every day, uploading his videos, and now he's got millions of subscribers. Really successful, and obviously quit that job that he hated before. But he made it happen. So...
I mean, yeah, I knew a guy in Belgium. He wanted to be a professional bike rider, so he was a postman. So he would get up at like 3 a.m. to train. He'd train from like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning, and then do his post round from like, I don't know, whatever it was, 7 till 5 or whatever, and then race, then try and get time off work and race every other day or whatever. I was like, fuck, that's commitment, you know. He had a family as well, with kids, so he had to support that. I don't think he ever made it as a pro, but he definitely had the work ethic for it. So it just comes down to work ethic and goals and doing it. But most people give up after the first week or month, or they do a video a week and it's pretty cool. And it's good, but depends how many people you want to reach. Fastest growing YouTube channel. Who knows vegan? Who's heard of Vegan Gains? Everyone's fucking heard of Vegan Gains now.
We've talked about him already a couple of times.
Yeah, that is the fastest growing YouTube channel I've ever seen. Fucking seen.
A lot of controversy.
Like so we're on like, you're on like 4.5 million views last 30 days. I'm on about 3.2 now for my main channel. Vegan Gains about 2.5, 2.6 in just a few months. Just fucking whoosh. launched it up there, and he just keeps banging out content now.
Because that bodybuilding community is huge, and he's going after them all.
It's unreal. He's
love that
the
shit.
talking point of YouTube at the moment.
So
Insane.
yeah, take some tips off him.
Cranking. Start off in his
Pizza
mum's
here.
basement.
His pizza's here.
I thought I could smell pizza.
Oh, that looks good. Where did you get that from?
Where's the vegan pizzas from?
Tesco.
They do vegan pizza.
Wow,
Nice.
that's good.
There we go. So I can smell pizza as well.
Yeah, that's
My
not
nose is,
yummy. That was a big carp then,
that's a
wasn't it?
big carp.
Hi. The best way? I think there's only one way. You just
Click the button.
Google AdSense. Yeah, just follow the prompts. No other products. Just AdSense. Yeah. Just follow the prompts.
Don't sign with any of these networks like full screen
Yeah.
or that's just all bullshit.
I didn't sign with anyone. Harley signed, so you're stuck in there
I
now.
fucking made a mistake, but all you have to do is
Should have listened to me, but yeah.
you didn't say that.
Oh yeah, sure. No, of course I didn't. No.
You did not say don't
I'm like,
sign with
don't
them.
sign with them.
You didn't even know what the deal
Yes,
was.
of course I did. Or I'd be signed with them, wouldn't I?
Oh my god!
No.
I was the one who warned you. All right, this is a bullshit.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
sign.
Story changes. Yeah.
So don't sign with any networks or partners. All just like the
Mum
bank
knows what
tank.
it's like.
Yeah, so don't do that. Just stick with Google AdSense and just fucking smash out the videos.
Yeah, well, they take how much? They take like quite a big
10%.
chunk. And then you tried to get out of there, and then they were like, you couldn't monetize your videos without them.
That's right.
It's really.
Little scam going on. I got hustled. But
They send me maybe 15 emails a week, different companies like, oh, we love your channel, we love your content. I'm like, no, you don't. You know, you're just wanting to get my money, basically. We love your channel, so like sign up with us and blah blah blah. But I always ignore them because they're just all about getting your money. What's the specific question? Do you understand?
in a sentence.
We don't quite understand the question. Maybe a bit louder too. Sorry.
Sorry, so I mean, like, you know, since I become vegan, I like once every few months I have a moment that I just want to continue.
That you didn't want to continue on oh, now I can hear you better.
Continue in life in general. I started to love myself, and because I started because of health issues, and then it's kind of animal.
Yep.
And there's like things that are adding up. So I was wondering what to say for you guys. You have like some.
Keep going. Ask that question. Yes.
Do you have like some transitions or like aha moments? Like something.
Yeah. When I watched Earthlings, that was like a real aha moment. Is that what you mean? Like, yeah. When I watched that, I was like, oh my god, what have I been doing? What have I been supporting all these years? So that was a huge aha moment, and I was ethical after that. That was it. Cried all the way through that. Who's seen it here?
Earthlings documentary. Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty
everybody.
cool.
But just
2005,
it's awesome.
I think,
If you
you know.
haven't, definitely watch it. Any other aha moments for you?
I was always sick and the unfit kid at school, and I started getting more and more and more energy. And I was like, wow, I'm on the right track. And that's just what kept me going. And you have times in nature, you know, you go and ride your bike 300 kilometres, run out of food, and there's a dead kangaroo on the side of the road, you got that. And it's like, no, I'm not going to eat that. You know, riding across Australia on a vegan diet, just learning how important carbohydrate intake is, and dealing with chronic fatigue, and then going vegan and just totally curing that, and just carving up, less fat, things like that.
And I think in the last couple of years, like the carb thing has really like sunk in for us even deeper.
It just
Seeing how people behave when they're lacking in carbs.
The older you get, the more experience you get, as long as you're living the adventure lifestyle, and it's every day is new lessons. every day is newfound conviction, newfound experiences.
Yeah, it's the best lifestyle in the world. Like, I just never ever going back. Never ever.
And it's just so easy now. So we have a panic attack. Where are we going for dinner? Which one of the 150 vegan restaurants or vegan catering restaurants in Chiang Mai should we go to tonight? Where should we go to? What? And it was like, wow, it's crazy the abundance we get to eat. Where should we go riding today? Like, go to the mountain, but what about like just?
Whereas before my thoughts were, oh no, like how am I going to restrict my calories tonight? Like I'm going out. Oh my God, I'm going to have to eat in front of people. You know, just all this negativity surrounding food and calorie restriction, and
how can I pretend I ate when I didn't eat?
Yeah, it was never fun, and like spewing in the toilets after eating it. And, now it's just like, yeah, abundance all the way.
Different reality.
You talked about eating at vegan restaurants in Chiang Mai and so-called vegan-friendly restaurants. Vegan-friendly restaurants, utensils of cutting up corpses are being used on your food. So I feel it's more important to put our dollars or our bats into places that are vegan.
I 100% agree. That's why when I'm in Chiang Mai, I eat at the vegan vegetarian restaurants. I don't eat Blue Diamond. Yeah. But again, I mean, I hear where you're coming from, but
I mean, if it's the only thing in town, I agree.
Bingo. Do the best in the moment. Do the best in the moment. But at the same time,
but here we can make a choice.
Here we can make a choice, for sure. For sure. But the whole
we agree on that.
The whole utensil thing. I mean, for me, metal's a pretty inert object. I don't know. Doesn't bother me too much.
When we can make a choice.
When we can make a choice.
Yeah.
I think it's our intention and the dollars we spend that really make the global impact. Definitely. Above all, money. Yeah. The golden rule, those with the gold, make the fucking rules. So the more money we spend in industries, the more it grows or dies.
But then there's an opposing argument that says go to the vegan-friendly ones. The more vegans who
there you go.
support those,
so yeah.
Put the point to the restaurant, well, let's turn completely vegan.
So when you go get Tesco pizza, the manager goes, okay, we sold more vegan pizzas today. Maybe we'll start advertising them. And then people, vegan, like in Australia, Domino's, they sell vegan pizzas. But I think Domino's in the US doesn't. So we've got a lot of our Australian audience, so they're going to Domino's pizzas and just enjoying it. We go out with friends, teenage kids or whatever, going to have a pizza night with their friends, and they've got something to eat in Australia from Domino's Pizza. It's $5 a pizza.
And I think the restaurants around here, they'll see all the vegan restaurants like really filling up, and maybe that'll add up in their head. They'll be like, you know, like
make some more coin.
Yeah, this vegan cuisine is so popular. Maybe we should change to vegan as well.
We had no vegan Thai restaurants in Los Angeles, and suddenly one family moved in, opened one, then overnight 8 of them opened.
Wow.
Virtually the same menu.
Nice. In LA?
Yeah. It was all offshoots of the same family.
And now it's just like covered in vegan restaurants.
I don't think only one part of that family was vegan, but they saw a business model that worked for them.
Bingo.
There was a niche to fill there. But.
That's nice. So,
That's to mix different types of B12.
is it bad to mix different types of... What are you doing in your hotel room? You're doing up some sort of like meth lab
like
B12 concoction, like just like cooking up fucking B12 base and just like... Methyl cobalamin.
Drinking it.
I wouldn't... There's no need to... You can do one shot of methyl 1 week and then hydroxy, but I don't think there's any need to like create a chem lab in your hotel room. So I applaud the enthusiasm, but there's no need to worry about that. Yeah, again?
Can you show your stretch routine?
Can you show it?
Show what?
Show your stretch.
Oh, my stretch routine.
It's pretty simple.
My stretch routine is basically just hands on the ground. If I'm laying in bed, I have my feet in front of me, just touch my toes and sort of flossing the nerves in my back, and maybe getting my glute up like that, stretching out my glutes, or just before bed, just sort of standing there like that, stretching my quads, and that's my leg routine. Stretching is hamstrings, glutes, and quads. Or if I'm waiting for someone, I do that as well. Another stretch you can have have your foot in the gutter, just stretching out your calf muscle. Just little things like that, they all definitely add up. Yeah, little things add up. Very.
Question about bike cleaning. So I watched one video of yours and you said you just take like dishwashing water. And so you never mentioned degreaser.
Degreasers.
Like,
You don't really need degreaser, but if you're going to use it, use some like eco citrus-based stuff.
Yeah.
But to be honest, you don't really need it.
Okay.
For almost 20 years, I've just been using water and an old rag. Occasionally, I've used degreaser, but it's not. Most of the time, it's not needed.
Okay, not even soap?
You don't need soap.
Okay, how about the oil? So the lube is adding up, you know?
Or then, if it's encrusted, then you can use a biodegradable degreaser or some sort of soap. But I use a lube called Squirt, and it's a good lube. It's biodegradable and it doesn't have that real oily black stuff as much as a traditional oil. So Squirt, and then with water or a little bit of degreaser works well to clean with. And make sure if you use a degreaser, don't use a spray degreaser and get into your bearings because it will just chew the grease out of your hubs and bottom bracket and make your bike wear out a lot quicker.
How often do you clean it?
Not very often at the moment.
Because I didn't clean it for like maybe 10 months or something, and then I went to a bike shop and they were like, wow, you have to do something, like, because there, all that mud being crusted on the chain, like
it wears it out so much quicker.
Yeah.
So much quicker. So if you're budget conscious or resource conscious, then the more you can clean your bike, at least once a week, the longer everything will last.
Once a week.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm completely new to athletic cycling. I just did my first Joy Sutet.
Nice.
And I keep wanting to go like that when I'm riding because it's a completely alien position for me. This. I keep wanting to ride no hands.
You can do that as well.
Stretch my back.
I do that all often. Just ride no hands up the hill.
It's not hard to get used to sometimes.
Up the hill? No, not up.
Yeah. Riding no hands is easiest to learn going up a hill. It's also the safest as well because if you crash.
No, we don't talk about flat.
Yeah,
You
okay.
probably get used to that feeling. Like, I felt like that initially as well.
The main thing
That
is
hunched feeling.
yeah. The main thing is to relax your shoulders. Often the shoulders creep up when you're riding.
That's my question. What can we do to alleviate?
So bend your elbows versus like that. Sometimes I'm like this, try and just relax the traps, bend your elbows. Yeah, just relaxing like that versus that's tense. This is more relaxed. And it's just about checking your posture every couple of minutes, just relaxing. Your back's going to be curved naturally. It's not going to be straight like that. It's going to be a bit curved. But you just sort of relax. Drop your shoulders, bend your elbows. And it's just practice. The more you ride, the more you posture. It's like yoga. Riding a bike is a yoga asana. It's another position. So yeah. Some people have better flexibility. They can drop their handlebars a lot lower. Some people need a bit higher up. Whatever works for you. As long as you're out there having fun in the sun, up in the sweat, that's all that matters. What time we got? Is that?
5:45.
Thanks.
It's alien.
Yeah. Dr. Gregor? Yeah. If you want to use his material on your channel, no, you don't need to ask. Just link to him. Yeah, that's enough. We don't agree with everything he says.
Dr. Gregor?
Dr.
Nutrition
Gregor.
Facts?
Yeah, but 99%. Yeah, it's on point.
Yeah.
The fruit thing, well, he's pretty much on board with fruit. So, can you think of anything we don't agree with?
I think he needs to do more exercise.
Yeah.
He needs to get outside. Get the hills, I reckon.
Less textbooks, more
But
sunshine.
otherwise, yeah, he's a great resource, for sure. Great resource.
If you can bring one celebrity to the festival, who would it be?
If we could bring one celebrity to the festival, who would it be? I would say Lance Armstrong
Taylor Swift.
and Freelee Taylor Swift.
I just think she's the most influential. Oh, Kim Kardashian. two most influential women on the planet at the moment.
I'd like Lance just to hear some stories.
Yeah, that's just for you though.
Yeah, for all the cyclists, you know.
Yeah.
Drugs or no drugs, Lance, we have some good stories to tell.
I mean, if we got them on YouTube, like Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift,
Yeah,
that'd be pretty huge.
That'd be big.
That would be huge.
You mean got them speaking the vegan message? You mean?
Just having them here as well.
Okay, because
Talking to them and
the cameras follow them.
yeah, it gives you
Cameras follow.
social proof to have them around. Go for it.
I know you've blown it open on YouTube, but how much credit do you give to Doug Graham for really opening the door?
How much credit would we give Doug for what?
For opening the door to start with.
How much credit do I give Doug Graham for opening the door to sort of, fruit lifestyle? I gave him a lot of credit over the years, for sure.
Too much.
Some people say too much. I promoted 80-10-10 more than anyone else on the planet. I got Doug out there, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And Doug was saying that you can overeat on fruit all this time. And we were just
So
ignoring it.
I gave Doug a lot of credit.
That's why I said opening the door.
Yeah. What do you mean opening a door? Like,
Well, I consciously said he opened the door and you blew it open on,
Yeah, okay.
on YouTube.
yes.
But he initially opened the door.
Yeah, that's right. So he did. That's why my first few hundred videos on YouTube have always linked to food and sport in the end of the video. But I think money and fame got to Doug's head, and just how he treated people ethically, and that's just wrong. So we're the sabotage there.
And the whole under-eating thing that we've kind of been ignoring for years. Yes, you can overeat on fruit. You're gaining weight. You need to restrict your calories, and that's the wrong message. 100%.
We're all fallible.
Well, no, but that's an important, very important part of succeeding on a vegan lifestyle, high-carb vegan lifestyle, long term.
There was a joke
So you got to get that right if you want to spread it to the masses.
There was a joke a few years ago. How to get a long-term vegan to eat meat again? Give them an 80-10-10 diet for a couple of months. Because they'll be so hungry, you'll just be like
We've seen it a lot.
dropping out of vegan.
On. But with RawTill4, some people might go off it, but they go to starch solution. They generally just stay in the vegan movement, which is awesome. That's what we want at the end of the day.
Remember that website, 30bananasdaysucks.com?
Did anyone remember that?
Yeah, who's heard of that website? Yeah, okay, so 30bananasdaysucks.com. That was one of the going jokes on there. How do you get a long-term vegan to eat meat? Get them to do 80-10-10 for a couple of months, and they'll be eating meats pretty soon. They just get so hungry because they're trying to calorie restrict and follow Doug's advice versus our advice.
And the guy who created that site, he emailed us and he's like, I'm so sorry, I've been trolling you for years. I'm taking it down. I apologise so much for that. And that was the end. But then we have another couple of sites opening up.
How are they called?
What's that? No, we're not giving her publicity. Not giving psychopaths publicity.
Entertaining.
How are they called?
Though the trolls keep us ahead of the game. They teach us a lot as well.
Always learning.
Yeah.
Always learning. It's even this festival, we had a few haters come to the festival, and we're like, well, how do we deal with that? What do? Do we punch people in the face, or we just ignore it, or what do you do? You learn in the moment. Just roll with it. There's no one we can really ask who's got experience that we want in this situation, so we just say, we'll just see what happens. Just roll with it.
Some of your fellow Woodstock pioneers are keen on fasting. Do you ever prescribe it?
So some of the Woodstock Fruit Festival crew we're keen on fasting. Do we ever promote it now? We used to promote it a lot. But then after years of seeing people die or having, myself personally,
forced fasting. It's just when you're forcing, when you've got an appetite, the brain's saying, I need nutrition right now. And then you say no. That's not healthy. The brain knows. The brain's like, yes, just give me nutrition, give me the right stuff. And then we cut that off. That's doing damage. And that's what happens. A lot of people have to heal from the damage of the fasting. So we don't recommend it. But if you naturally lose your hunger, your appetite, and you have a fever, then go with that.
Fast for a day or two. It depends on the situation. But 99.99% of the time we'd say no against fasting. on my Facebook page today, I put up a post about Lauren Lockman's fasting retreat in Panama. Someone had a blog post about their experience there with someone dying. And people often think they associate fasting retreats with 100% health, because the people who run the fasting retreats are making so much money, they don't want any negative publicity. And they say, oh, well, no, it's patient confidentiality. No, if someone fucking died at your event, you should make it public. If someone dies here, I'll be the first one to make it public, so other people can learn, look, such and such was riding a motor scooter, no helmet, too fast, they died. I'm going to be saying it straight up. So
That's not good for business, though.
yeah, but this is not a business for us. This is community, so it doesn't matter. So we can be totally honest. But with Doug or Lauren, it's a business, and their employees.
Well, there's even a testimonial from a dead woman.
Yeah, Doug Graham had a testimonial from a lady who died shortly after his fasting retreat on his walking tour.
It's still there, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure he still uses her. He's used it for a few years. What do you call it? The testimony says, I had a great time, Doug, feeling really healthy, thanks a lot. She fucking died a few days later, but Doug still uses it. I'm not sure if Doug's just lost the plot in the last couple of years, but that sort of shit we just had to disconnect.
That's crazy.
We just had to disconnect.
But it makes sense to go with your appetite, doesn't it? The brain is infinitely wise, but the ego comes in and says, no, I'm not going to let you eat today because I'm going to do this healing, although it's usually weight loss motivated. Just about 99% of the time it's weight loss motivated.
I think fasting's something that we all do at the start when we're noobs. We're getting into something and we're like, oh yeah, I should try fasting, and because it's sort of sexy and spiritual and like, fasting, whoa. So this is the phase most of us go through. I went through that phase in 2007. I was at a waterfall trying to water fast, and yeah, just say, we'll do that.
You're better off if you don't do it though, for your metabolism. When I did it 30 days, not in a row, but in 2007, 30 days on water, 10 days here, 10 days there. The next year I was definitely fatter than ever, and my metabolism was low. I really had to heal from that. It's not worth it.
Brian?
Yeah, thanks. Well, fasting to me is not particularly the most interesting thing, but I was at this AA fruit festival recently, and a lot of people everyone was talking about fasting. A lot of people were talking about fast, to purify or something like this, and detox. And they talked about, I heard a lot of people talking about hunger. They were like, your stomach is growling, it's not true hunger.
Mm-hmm. You wait for true hunger. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also just to know, people talking about this, it seems very, athletic.
Not athletic?
Not athletic people, so yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah, it's a phase. That's what we. Yeah,
it's a fad. More
yeah.
like it.
have you ever heard of that?
Well, hunger.
Oh yeah, and then you wait for true hunger, and it never comes. True hunger. What do? They just keep fasting and fasting.
Well, they keep sitting around thinking, am I hungry? Should I eat? I'm not sure. Should I have half banana? I don't know. So I think a lot of these people, I've been for that phase. Freely's done it. We'll do it. You're overanalyzing things. Eat some fucking food. Have 1,000, 2,000 calories. Go do some shit.
Yeah, relax. Yeah.
But there's the health industry is a big industry. The fasting part of it is big. It gets people in who are sort of noob or a bit vulnerable.
It's another form of calorie restriction.
Yeah, it's easy to sell things that promote calorie restriction versus calorie abundance. Because a lot of people, I don't want to eat too much. I don't like. So if you can promote something that's sexy, I calorie restrict or whatever, a lot of people they like it. But we're trying to get away from that scene and become more carved up, athletic scene.
I remember I was getting electric shocks up my legs while I was fasting on day 10. It was really all throughout, starting at my feet, going all throughout out my body. And it was really scary. At the time, I was reading on the internet, and that's meant to be cleansing and detoxing.
That was your chakras realigning.
Yeah, cleansing, detoxing. But that was actually electrolyte imbalance. That was serious.
That wasn't near-fatal hypokalemia, potassium deficiency. That was actually your chakras realigning. So all you needed to do was to find a unicorn, and if you just weaved its mane, everything would just settle out. That's what you needed to do.
Yeah.
So you fucked up
where
there.
were you? Yeah, with that advice.
I was weaving unicorn manes.
That was scary though. I literally had electric shocks.
We had another friend who did a fast recently, and she ended up in hospital, like
electrolyte imbalance as well.
so close to heart failure because her potassium and sodium level was so low, and she took ages to recover, and she's doing a lot of weight around her stomach, and she's
And
just
what
hating
advice
it.
did she get?
What advice did she
Fasting.
get? Yeah, keep fasting.
Keep fasting.
If you die,
You have to keep fasting.
Oh shit, you're dead. Oh well.
Yeah.
At least you're dead. You can't tell anyone. So hopefully, doing on food don't say nothing.
It's terrible.
Anyway, crazy. Any comments on psyllium husk?
Bulking.
I think if you need to bulk your stools, probably eating the wrong things. I'd say just do the Chiang Mai colon blowout cleanse. 4 kilos of dragon fruit one day. Just don't leave the hotel room.
Can't take him anywhere.
So I'd say psyllium husk, not good or bad. Just eat more fruits.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Fruit is like the ultimate stool bulker. I used to have it. I used to have it before this lifestyle, but yeah, it's just unnecessary.
More water, more sport, more fruit fibres.
More fruit.
Corn.
Really pack in the fruit during the day. And for you, that would be
a lot.
A minimum of probably 4,000 calories of fruit per day. That's before your cooked high carb vegan meal. It's a lot. So
Cranking it. Gorilla strength. What about juice fasting? Again,
feasting.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Unlimited juice calories
Another
for
form of
sure.
calorie restriction.
But most people can't drink that much juice. Like, I've had 2 litres today, which is 1,000 calories. That's enough. You know, so generally, it's a form. Let's say you're eating 5,000 calories a day from juice. You get enough calories, or 3,000 calories, but you won't get enough fibre. So then your digestive strength will get weaker because your digestive tract's not having to really process much fibre. So then when you start eating again, you go, oh, I feel so bloated, like, you know, because you've had a holiday from digesting food. So if you don't walk for a month, your legs are just like jelly. It's the same with the digestive muscles. They have to be worked. So I'd say I'd be against that. More like smoothies.
It's a good way to like really screw your metabolism too.
Come with us up Durianrider and then just try to do it on juice alone for a few days beforehand and see what happens.
Yeah, a good example is that guy, the Reboot dude.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Joe Cross?
Joe Cross, yeah. He keeps doing these juice feasts. And then he just totally binges out afterwards, gains a whole lot of weight. Then he goes on another reboot, loses water weight, then binges out. It's just like, his weight's like that. His metabolism is getting completely screwed.
Purge cycle.
So the fibre is really important. So important. Yeah.
Yeah, people always say, no, but you're doing you wrong. Like, you know, I feel more energized. Like, okay, good. Come up Durianrider. Show us the energy.
Or even Doisitep, you know.
Someone on the Facebook group today was...
it's only... Doisitep's how
Doisitep, maybe 4Ks to start. Yeah, so on Facebook there's a group saying, oh, you know, like, raw food's got more energy. And I was like, yeah, good, but come up Durianrider and show us it, you know. I've never ever met a raw foodist who's ridden up Durianrider. You know? So it's...
Is that a challenge to Ted, or...?
I mean, I wouldn't have even done it back in the day. Because to get enough calories is it's very tough. So energy is like, you know, are we running on adrenaline because we haven't had enough energy that day and the body's just like increasing its dopamine, increasing its adrenaline, so we're like zinging out and then we're going to crash a month later? Or is it real sustained energy? So generally... It's
like another short-term fix, you know, that doesn't actually fix anything.
And what are we eating that makes us want to just live on juice? You know? Or what sort of thoughts in our head do we have? Like, I feel so dirty, I just want to live on juice. So what are we eating and what are we thinking? Generally, I find people are eating some nasty stuff, like KFC or Big Macs or whatever, or they have some issues going on where they just, just want to juice and cleanse and purify. And it's almost like a mild anorexia, eating a sort of focus.
And then they go back to the KFC. So they're not instilling any, healthy habits. It's going juice feast, junk food, juice feast, junk food. It's really bad cycle.
But we drink juice every day.
Yeah, I
but
love
also
juice.
with whole foods. You need the fibre. Fibre regulates your blood sugar, fills you up, helps keep your stomach,
Nam som.
internals toned, stuff like that. So, yeah.
Isn't that a dangerous one saying you can't get up? What's the name of that mountain?
Doi Intanon,
Intanon.
highest mountain in Thailand.
Because the entire population of the Tour de France, none of them are vegans, are they? Or maybe they are.
They're not, but they're all running on carbohydrates. So,
And they're eating cooked food.
Without, if the good question, if the Tour de France riders stop eating their vegan foods, rice, corn, cereal, pasta, sugar, they would fail. You couldn't ride the Tour de France unless most of your diet was vegan.
There
Rice,
must be 80%
corn,
at
pasta,
all.
things like that.
80% at least, carbs. 80% at least.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I don't.
I train with those guys, I've eaten with them. It's a whole high carb. So some people say, I couldn't do the Tour de France without meat. It's like, yes, you can, but 100% you can't do it without vegan foods. That makes sense. So someone has their pasta vegan, but then they put on their little bolognese sauce, animal-based, But if they just had the sauce with the beef, with the pasta, without pasta, they wouldn't be able to do anything. So the raw foodists who say, I've got heaps of energy, and we'll just come up, doorstep, Durianrider and show us how it's done. So my point of that is just fruit is just so hard to get in society,
We're
compared
not
to other
knocking the
things.
lifestyle. Fruit's amazing.
If the message is you get rid of the other 20%, you'll be even better. Come in, we've got more vegan athletes who will get more.
Well, because in professional sport it comes down to doping. If you want to be a big name, you got to win, because the sponsors want winners. A lot of people don't know this, but sponsors, corporations, it's corporation versus corporation. Let's say you've got ING Insurance versus AMI Insurance. AMI Insurance wants to have their little cycling team or football team winning, because so they're at the corporate party without the strippers and cocaine. They can go, look, fucking ING suckers, and we beat you guys in the World Cup soccer or whatever. They want that, and they want athletes who are willing to dope to guarantee the win, or to almost guarantee it. So the athletes at that level, they don't really give a fuck about ethics or whatever. They're like, I'll eat whatever, as long as I'm lean and fit, I can do my drugs, train hard, win. It's not about like, hey, let's try a vegan diet. And maybe that's a minority level athlete. They might do it in the off season, lose a bit of weight, whatever. But I've trained, I've lived with these people. It's money, man. So maybe I didn't answer your question, but
The majority of professional athletes are taking drugs.
top level, 100%.
They accept the fact that some of them are going to be found out, but it's worth the risk.
Yeah, man. If you lived in Russia, how much do people in Russia earn a year?
Average.
How much? How many US dollars does the average Russian earn?
The average.
Average. How long? A day? What's the average income of Russia? Yeah, okay.
Per month.
Yeah, so not much.
That's a lot.
So you got all these
100 to 1,000 a month.
Yeah, so 12 grand a year. So you've got these talented Russian kids who are just training in the sports academies, and they're a cyclist or a runner, and they've got some natural talent. And someone says, look, you're pretty good, and I know you're not doing drugs because you couldn't afford EPO. So come on over to our training camp, we'll train you up, and we're going to get you on the doctor. Don't ask what's in the injection, it's just a B vitamin shot, and you can earn $100,000 a year, or a minimum $50,000 a year. What are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, I'm not sure about that. Okay, you can be sure, you don't have to do it, we'll ask your cousin. Or go to Kenya, even more so. Kenya average income maybe $1,000 a year, or Ethiopia. And they run to school, they've got good genetics, they're living at altitude, they've got 100 years of altitude training in their blood. So they can run a sub 30-minute 10K, pretty natural. And you get those talent scouts and Nike, Adidas, whatever. They're like, look, I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Will you come to Belgium? We'll sign you up, we'll give you a doctor. Will you take the doctor's drugs? So not drugs, the B vitamin shots. Will you do it? You've got 10 seconds, otherwise I'm going to ask your cousin.
And we'll give you how much money.
And
we'll look after you.
This is what this is going to be your base income, and this is your bonus if you win the race. Because we've got a new shoe coming out, we want to promote it, and we need someone to win Boston Marathon. Yeah, it's not about like that's the world we live in. I would do the drugs if I was in that situation. I'd say shoot the EPO in my eyeballs. You know, I would do it because I don't want to live on $1,000 a year and have to prostitute my sister or whatever, or see my, like I want to provide for my family, etc. So it's just a cutthroat world. But 99% of people don't understand that because they're not behind the curtains in pro sports. I've been behind the curtains. I've seen it. You ain't winning shit at the top level unless you're going to do drugs. You can be a professional athlete. You can go to the Olympics pretty clean, but you won't be like on a billboard. Unless you're willing to take hardcore shit, you got no chance of winning any billboard. Billboard, you see a billboard athlete, 100% dope. 100%. I'll put my life on that.
Whatever the realm,
any sport. If it's on a billboard, if it's money, drugs. Because someone else will be willing to do it. Yeah, who's that? The judo guy? Yeah. Pentathlon, maybe?
Sport?
Oh, yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
Good. That's awesome. There you go.
What sport was it again, though? Oh, arm wrestling. Arm wrestling's Olympic sport?
With no protein.
Yeah. I mean, those sports, yeah. I mean, bobsled, arm wrestling, I'm not sure how much money there is there. But if there was millions of dollars up for grabs, then the drugs come in. So, yeah. But I think what we'll see in the future is we'll see more Olympic level athletes doing vegan lifestyle because it keeps them healthier, keeps their kidneys working better. So the drugs they're using, which can have disastrous side effects later in life, a lot of these athletes are going, well, I want to be healthy after I retire, so maybe I'll take my diet out.
It is interesting that professional athletes don't have long lives. A lot of them don't.
And most of that is because of the amount of drugs they use. It's insane. The stimulants, the painkillers. Well, when I trained with Lance Armstrong one day, he had like a quad latte in the morning, just for an easy training ride. Quad latte, like almost 400 milligrams of caffeine or whatever it is. And it's just like, fuck. And the guy I know from cycling who was their little guide for the week, he was like, mate, he just smashes the caffeine. Yeah. That's just like baseline. So the amount of drugs people take, it's amazing what the body can handle. Will Lance Armstrong's cancer come back? I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I wouldn't be surprised any day if I log on to cyclingnews.com and it says Lance, cancer has returned. Wouldn't surprise me at all. But Lance, he's just willing to do whatever it took. He made people billions of dollars. Trek, Nike, Giro, Oakley, Bristol Myers Squibb. Insane amount of money. And then when the truth came out, they just dropped him. Yeah. It's a bit like we have Kim Kardashian come to the festival. Yeah. And then everyone comes to the festival because of Kim Kardashian, and then there's some big scandal about Kim Kardashian that we knew about beforehand. And then the scandal comes out, we're like, oh, sorry Kim, like, fuck off now. Here's your contract, we'll yank it. But all along we knew what was going on. All those companies know what's going on, but they're just playing the game. Products made in China, the markets in the West, bankers, lawyers, big money, $10,000 bikes, whatever. Just roll with it. It's just a big show.
Sure, one more question? And then we'll go to dinner.
Would I be willing to take up cigarette smoking to see how it affects my Strava? I hate cigarettes, so I'd say no to that one. The smell of cigarettes, I used to smoke, but now the thought of cigarettes, it makes me want to just vomit. So I'd pass on that one. I'd rather do EPO, that would be more fun to see how much it affects Strava. That would get more publicity. But I wouldn't do that one.
Right, 6 o'clock, we better...
One more question, lucky last. A sec.
What if I give you 100% DVD?
What if you give me 100% does that mean?
I said it
CBD.
the other day as well. CBD.
C.
Like marijuana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to do more homework on that one. Send me a link and I'll do more homework on that one.
Okay.
Well, I haven't smoked bong since. I know, but I haven't taken cannabis since May '97. Yeah. I've eaten hemp leaves before, but no buds.
Hash cookies.
Hash cookies. All right.
All right,
Enjoy
time for
dingoes.
dinner. Thanks for coming.